This film will explain how James is able to meet up with his friends who are free and near to him, simply by sending one SMS without having to call them all individually. It also gives him the possibility to meet new friends by using Areyouhere, the location-based friend finder service. James arrives back in town and wants to meet up with his friends. By simply sending an SMS with the word "on" to our service, he agrees to be located. Our service then informs his friends, who are also in the same area and who have the service turned on, that he is around. Mark is going for coffee with his girlfriend Sarah. Mark is a friend of James, but Mark, who has not seen James for a while, doesn't yet know that they are in the same area. Mark is informed by our service that James is around by receiving an SMS on his mobile and invites him to join them at the cafe. James receives Mark's invitation and decides to join them. Our location-based service allows them to get in touch with each other by letting them know that they're physically close to each other. A few minutes before, James has just arrived in town. With only 2 SMS messages to our service, he's able to find out which of his friends are nearby and free, and so he meets up with Mark and Sarah. Mark had learnt through the system that another friend, Leah, was also nearby, and decided to invite her along to introduce her to James. A few minutes later, Leah, who received Mark's message, shows up at the cafe. Instead of having to make many phone calls to see which of his friends were nearby and free to meet, all James had to do was send an SMS message to our service. He didn't have to leave message on their voicemail, wait for them to call back, or disturb his friends who were busy or away. Automatically he was located, and the friends on his network were automatically alerted by a simple SMS on their mobile phones. James and Mark easily found each other and met at a cafe, and on top of that, Mark was able to introduce Leah to James.